you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong and welcome to Pointless, the quiz that puts obscure knowledge to the test. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's Anne. This is my partner Tracy and we're from Chester.
Couple number two.
Oh, hi, my name's James and this is my Pointless partner Michael and we're both from Leith in Edinburgh.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Burhan and this is my daughter Maria and we're from Milton Keynes.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, I'm Mike. This is my lovely wife Julia and we're from Strood near Rochester in Kent.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. It's wonderful to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. She's used to hanging around elite athletes, so something tells me I think she's going to be right at home here. You can't see my twitching pec there, but it is my new Pointless friend. It's Gabby Logan.
Xander, it is great to be here and to be sitting here and not be out there with Robbie Savage, as I was
yes.
the last time.
Yes.
I think he still thinks 100 is what we have to aim for. He never really got the point of the show.
Don't tell him.
No. Look, you're making a joke about sport there in terms of, you know, you not being entrenched in the sporting world. I'm not entrenched in the classical music world. But actually, there is a part of the Venn diagram which I think we come together on. Because I got my love of classical music through sport. Do you remember the 1990 World Cup?
Yes, of course. Pavarotti.
Yes, Ness and Dormer. That's what
Absolutely.
the BBC used. And then I was thinking of the other areas of sports television where classical music is synonymous. Now, the Champions League music, do you know what that is?
What is the Champions League music?
Do I give you the composer, Handel?
Yes.
Zadok?
Oh, it's Zadok the priest.
Yes.
There you are.
Yes,
Brilliant.
yes. And that was the
Absolutely
coronation
fantastic.
music
Yes,
for Queen
exactly.
Elizabeth II, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And so, you know, we might find there's more in common between us than we thought. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Through music, we shall find our common love.
We shall.
There we are.
OK, well, we have today, I'm delighted to say, two couples who are also new to Pointless. So best of luck, Anne and Tracy, and Michael and James. And then, of course, two couples for whom it will be the final time. Burhan and Maria, you're actually getting better and better every time, so you might make it to the head-to-head. And Mike and Julia, you've been there twice before. Can you make it all the way today? We shall see.
Thank you very much indeed. She's very good. I'm just going to say that. Steve and Deborah got through to the final last time. Guess what? They didn't win the jackpot. So we are adding another £1,000 to that jackpot, which means today's jackpot starts off at £4,750. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, at the end of each round, we will eliminate the pair with the highest score. You know that. But the thing you have to do to avoid being that pair is keep your scores as low as you possibly can. So very best of luck to everybody. Our first category today is words. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many three-letter words beginning with S as they could, Gabby.
We're looking for any word in the app version of the Chambers Dictionary which is precisely 3 letters long and begins with the letter S. We will not accept capitalised words such as proper nouns or initialisms, abbreviations, or words that are hyphenated or part of two-word phrases. And this is as of the end of July 2023.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Anne, welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you here from Chester.
Yes.
Tell us all about yourself, Anne.
I'm a staff nurse at a day surgery centre in Chester.
And when the day surgery is done, what do you love to get up to?
Well, I'm a bit of a telly addict, so I do love Pointless.
Oh, good for you. Do you get home in time to watch it live, or do you record it?
We record it.
See, that's devoted. That's
series link.
Very nice indeed. Well, it's lovely to have you actually on Pointless. I wonder what you would like to go for. Three-letter words.
I'll go for SAG.
SAG, says Anne. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said SAG? That goes down to 26. It's a solid start, I would say. 26 for SAG.
Yeah, it's not a saggy start,
No.
is it? To sink or subside gradually by weight or pressure. And in the children's television programme Bagpuss, Bagpuss was habitually described as the most magical, saggy old cloth cat in the whole wide world.
I just loved Bagpuss.
Yeah.
There are so many things in that. I mean, it was so brilliantly shonky. And yeah, well, you know, that sort of stock frame, but it was just so adorable. Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Michael, you are most welcome at Pointless. It is lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Hello, Alexander. I'm Michael. I'm from Edinburgh, Scotland, but I'm not originally from there, as you can slightly tell by my voice.
Yes, where are you from originally, Michael?
I'm from California.
California. How long have you lived in Edinburgh?
13 years.
Do you agree with me that Edinburgh is the best city in the world?
Absolutely.
I mean, I genuinely mean that.
Leith is even better.
Sunshine on Leith, for
Oh,
goodness
yes.
sake. What do you do, Michael?
I work for one of the 3 most popular supermarkets in the UK.
Very
as
good.
a customer service rep.
Oh, working for a popular supermarket as a customer
of
service rep.
course,
That's great.
yes.
Imagine if you worked for one of the unpopular ones. Oh, dear. Michael, what are you going to go for?
I would say souk with a Q.
Souk, S-U-Q. Shall we see if it's right? Let's see how many of our 100 people said souk. Souk is right. I like souk, Michael. Oh, look at that, it's pointless. That's it, it's pointless. That means it adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £5,000, just as well, because it was looking a bit peaky. And Michael, it scores you nothing and impresses all of us. Very well done indeed. Souk with a Q. How do you like that?
Well, souk, S-U-Q, is a perfectly acceptable answer. It's in the dictionary as a variant spelling of souk, S-O-U-K, which is, of course, a Middle Eastern marketplace. Congratulations, what a start.
There we are. And presumably souk, S-U-K, is now off the menu, I'm afraid. Souk of the day, no longer. There we are. Burhan, welcome back to Pointless. This is your 3rd show.
Yes, it is, yeah.
We have to make this one count.
Yeah.
Tell us more about yourself.
I play football, so and I do a bit of charity work as well with the kids.
Very good. Is that connected to the football?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So once a week we take the kids to play football, so it kind of keeps the kids off the street.
Yeah, well, good for you, Burhan. Now, words of 3 letters length,
I had a
beginning with S.
couple, but I'll go for one which is 6, S-I-X.
6, says Burhan. Let's see what 6 scores. 6 is right. 26 is our high score. Nothing is our low. You passed the high score. Oh, look at that. 6 scoring 7. Try and work the logic out of that.
I like that. That appeals to me, that
Yes.
6 scored 7. Congratulations. It's the smallest perfect number. A perfect number, of course, is one where all the numbers that can be divided into it exactly add up to the number itself. So 6 can be divided by 1, 2 and 3, and 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6.
Oh, that is a perfect number. Well done, 6. Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now then, Mike, welcome back. A 3rd show for you as well. And if I may say, Mike, a 3rd excellent shirt.
I do my best.
You really do. I mean, each shirt is a statement and has its own little wonderful colouring system. Right? Colouring system. Let's pretend that's a phrase. Mike, tell us more about yourself.
Well, following on from my riveting hobby of woodwork yesterday, earlier hobbies when I was younger and more stupid were I was a banger racing driver and a very competitive lawn bowler.
Wow. I mean, where does the competition show itself? In frustration at throws that don't, bowls that don't go well?
I had a bit of success. I won a couple of county championships, and my best year I got to the last 4 in the country in
wow.
a Champion of Champions event.
Very good indeed. So when did you put away your bowls? When did you stop
I
doing
stopped
that?
about 20 years ago. When I retired, I took it up again, but funnily enough, after 20 years, I was pretty useless. And
oh, no.
I couldn't bear to be not very good.
Oh, I know. I was going to say, being competitive and useless, that's no one's friend.
I've consigned that to history.
Very good. Mike, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for sick, S-I-C.
Seek, or sick, seek. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Sick is right. And down it goes to 2. It's a terrific answer, Mike. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, of course, the Latin sic, which indicates to the reader that although a word or phrase may look incorrect, you actually intended to write it like that, or the original writer wrote it that way.
Indeed. Thank you very much. We are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. Nothing, the best score of the pass. Very well done indeed, Michael. Extremely impressive. We travel from there up to 2. Another brilliant answer from Mike. That's where Mike and Julie are. 7 is when we find Bohan and Maria. And then up to 26, Anne and Tracy. I'm sorry, you're a bit ahead there. Tracy, anything could happen in the next pass. A lovely low score from you is going to keep you in the game, I like to think. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Julia, welcome back to Pointless for the last time. Tell us a bit more about yourself.
Well, having retired, as you know, I'm now into my garden.
Yes.
Never was a gardener. I had parents that loved their garden.
So what sort of gardening do you love doing? What do you grow?
Flowers, plants,
Flowers.
and anything to aid the insects and the butterflies and
Very
the bumblebees.
Very nice. Now, Julia, you are on 2. If you can score 23 or less, you are into round 2.
Right, I'm going to go with sow.
So, how would you like to spell that?
S-E-W.
S-E-W. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below that with so. So, looking very good. Julia down against the 35, taking your total up to 37. I think you've done enough. This is good.
Yeah, good score. To join pieces of cloth together by means of a needle-pulling thread.
A needle-pulling thread. Thank you very much indeed. Maria, welcome back for the 3rd time. Tell us more about yourself, Maria.
Apart from education, I did have an interest in netball when I was little. I used to play for my local team, but I haven't played since COVID.
So no netball since 2020 or 2021? Oh, you and Mike, you see. Stories of fallen stars. I think it's time to pick up the netball, don't you think? Make that your post-pointless promise. You'll get the netball going again. Maria, you are on 7. If you can score 29 or less, you are into the next round.
I'm going to go with SUP, S-U-P.
S-U-P, SUP. Here is your red line. That's a brilliant answer. Let's see how many of our 100 said it. SUP. Absolutely right. And look at that, Maria, gets you through with room to spare. 21, taking your total up to 28. Fabulous.
Yeah, to drink something or to eat dinner in the evening. So supper.
Is to sup.
Yeah.
Yes, you sup. Sup with the devil is the phrase that leaps to mind, which none of us are doing, luckily. Thank you very much indeed. Now, James.
Hi.
Look at that. Michael has thrown down such a gauntlet there with his pointless answer. Tell us all about yourself, James.
Well, my name's James and I'm a hand weaver based in Leith. So I've got my own business where I hand weave my own fabric and I've been doing that since '97.
What sort of fabrics do you make?
Oh, well, it's mainly scarves, it's wearables.
Right.
So, and I weave predominantly in merino lamb's wool.
Right. And you do that in Edinburgh itself, actually on site?
Yeah, I do that in Edinburgh, yeah.
And you have something a bit like that,
I
do
do.
you?
Basically.
That's just brilliant.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to come down to Leith,
yes,
which I'm definitely planning to do, this is
you'd be
fascinating.
more than welcome. I've got a studio in a complex, and there's about 60 of us in the building, and we have open studios twice a year, so you could come with your chums and visit.
Come down and visit.
Yeah.
Put some orders in for some bales of cloth and textiles. This is absolutely amazing. James, you are on nothing, which is just fabulous, which means 36 or less gets you into the next round. It won't be good enough for you, though, 36 or less. It'll have to be a good deal less than that.
So I've got a word, sod, S-O-D.
Sod.
Sod.
OK, let us see where we end up with sod. There is your red line. Well, you know, turf.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Absolutely.
Sod is right. Gets you through. And down it goes to 15, and it takes your total up to 15. There you go.
Yeah, you said it, a piece of turf. I don't have an alternative meaning.
No, I think that's the only meaning there is.
There were a few gasps when sod was mentioned there, because obviously it could be an insult.
Yes, yes, the cold sod. There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Tracy, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I work in a garden centre where I manage and run the warehouse, so take daily deliveries of the plants and all the other stock that comes in, drive the forklift truck, etc.
What a lovely thing to do. Has that always been a hobby of yours?
I don't like gardening.
Really? Genuinely?
No, I just like being in the back, out the way. Just
Very Very nice. OK, well, you are on 26, Tracy. I said anything could happen in the next pass, and it has. 10 or less will keep you in the game.
I'll go soy.
Soy. Soy, says Tracy. I love the sound of that. Let's see if it earns as little as it deserves. Soy. Can we get you below that red line? Go on, soy. Yes! We needed 10, we got 10. Look at that, it's exactly on demand. 36 is your total. You are in round 2.
Wow, well done. The word came into English in the late 17th century by the Dutch, who had started trading with Japan much earlier than the British.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Let's have a little look then, shall we, at some more three-letter words beginning with S. These were pointless answers. We have sab, the saboteur, and sai, which is another name for a capuchin monkey. Or sell, I love this, which is Scottish for self. Your cell going through there, James, your cell.
Yeah, your cell.
Yeah, and you could have had sh, spelt S-H-H.
That'd be a bold one to go for, wouldn't it?
Sib, which is a poetic word for kinship, and sis, short for sister. And then S-O-H, pointless answer, the fifth note of the musical scale, and soz and sigh, which is a dialect word meaning to strain a liquid.
There we are, thank you very much indeed. Well, that brings us to the end of our first round. Oh, Julia and Mike, I'm so sorry. This is where we say goodbye to you. It's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you so much for playing. Julia and Mike, brilliant.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. There we are, down to 3 pairs. Well done, everybody, for coming through that round with such flying colours. Michael, our lowest individual scorer, with a score of nothing. And Michael and James, our lowest combined scorers. So fantastic work on that middle podium. But you've all been brilliant. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is historical figures. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns famous people born in the 1880s. Gabby.
Some gasps there. On each pass, we're going to give you 6 clues to famous people who were born in the 1880s. That's from 1880 to 1889. We'll also provide their initials for you. So please give us the most obscure answer to these. And, of course, you've got 6 on the way up, 6 on the way back. So 12 for you at home. Best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So, can you name these famous people from the 1880s? Here's our first board. Spanish Cubist painter whose masterpiece Guernica was created as a response to the bombing of the city in 1937. P.P. Deaf-blind author and disability campaigner who wrote The Story of My Life and the World I Live In. H.K. Jamaican activist who advocated the establishment of an African homeland for Black Americans. M.G. The longest-serving First Lady of the US from 1933 to 1945, also United Nations diplomat and humanitarian, E.R. Hungarian-born actor who played Dracula in the 1931 film of the same name, B.L. And fashion designer known for her range of perfumes. She originated the low-waisted style that dominated 1920s women's fashion, C.C. There we are, Tracy.
I'll go for the first one, the Spanish Cubist painter, as Pablo Picasso.
Pablo Picasso, says Tracy. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Pablo Picasso. Picasso is absolutely right. Down he goes to 40. Not bad at all. Good, solid start.
Yeah, born in 1881, as well as Cubism. Across his long career, Picasso worked in a range of styles, including realism, neoclassicism and surrealism. And surreally, I found myself in a hotel in the Highlands a few years ago of Scotland, and somebody I was sitting with, in fact, a member of my family, funnily enough, said to me, "Mum, behind your head is a Picasso." And this hotel had a Picasso on the wall, not the kind of hotel you'd expect to find a Picasso in. Don't ask me what it was. Don't ask me what it was.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, James.
Yeah?
How do you like these people born in the 1880s?
Oh, I'm not a fan.
No.
I know a couple, but the one I'm going to go for is the Hungarian actor, Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi, says James. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi is right. 40 is the only score we have at the moment, and you pass it.
Ooh.
26 for Bela Lugosi. Very well done indeed, James.
Yeah, very good answer. Born in 1882, his birthplace was in the present-day Romania, near the western border of Transylvania, appropriately enough.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now, Maria, you're the last person to have this board. Do you feel up to talking us through the board and filling in all the blanks?
I should know the longest serving First Lady, but I can't think of the name. So I'm going to go for the bottom one and say Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel, says Maria. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it if it is. Coco Chanel. Coco Chanel, absolutely right, Maria. Very well done indeed. That takes you down to 56.
So, Xander, what do you like on the rest of the board?
Well, listen, I can do Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yeah, that would have scored 32 points.
I can
and
do,
the other two,
I can,
HK?
Helen Keller.
Yep, Helen Keller would have also been a very good answer, 15 points. And then the lowest on the board, MG, that is Marcus Garvey, and he scored 6 points.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 26, James. Very well done indeed. The best score of the pass, as it turns out. Then up to 40, where we find Tracy and Anne. And then up to 56, which is where we find Maria and Burhan. Burhan, you're not way ahead, so you get the new board. Find a lovely low score and make sure you don't go for anything too easy. We're going to come back down the line now. Well, the second players, please step up to the podium. Shall we put 6 more clues to famous people born in the 1880s on the board? Here they are. Russian-born composer of The Firebird and The Rite of Spring, I.S. Author of the novel Mrs. Dalloway, her essay A Room of One's Own became a major text of the feminist movement, V.W. Scottish bacteriologist, best known for his discovery of penicillin, A.F. US singer known as the Mother of the Blues, portrayed by Viola Davis in a 2020 film, M.R., star of the silent film era, who wrote, directed and starred in The Gold Rush and Modern Times, C.C., and suffragette, who formed the Women's Social and Political Union with her mother, Emmeline, C.P. There we are, Burhan.
Hello. There's a couple I only know the first names, but I'll have to play it safe and go for Charlie Chaplin, the second off the bottom.
OK, Charlie Chaplin, Gold Rush and Modern Times. Let's see how many of our 100 said Charlie Chaplin. There's no red line for you, as you are the high scorers at the moment. Charlie Chaplin's absolutely right. Takes you down to 36, taking your total up to 92.
Yeah, Chaplin was born in 1889. His first film character was a dandy, and his famous little tramp screen persona was first seen in 1914 silent film called Kid Auto Races at Venice. He famously fathered quite a few children, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Into his 80s, he was still...
Yeah. If you could meet somebody who's not a child of Charlie Chaplin or grandchild of Charlie Chaplin, it's quite a rarity. Yeah, thank you very much.
Good answer.
Indeed. Now, Michael, we come to you. 26 is your score. Should you score 65 or less, you are into the head-to-head.
I'm going to try the US singer known as the Mother of the Blues, and that's Ma Rainey.
Ma Rainey, says Michael. Here's your red line. Can we get you below that with Ma Rainey? I think we can. I think we do. Michael, once again, 3, taking your total up to 29. I suspect that'll be the lowest score of the round.
Great answer. In 1886, Ma Rainey was born. In 2023, more than 120 years after she first performed on stage, Ma Rainey was honoured with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Grammys.
Nice honour for her. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Anne, you're on 40. We're looking for a score of 51 or less from you to get you into the head-to-head. Would you like to talk us through the board?
I've had a mental block on the penicillin. I don't know which is terrible, being a nurse, but I think it's Alfred Fleming.
Oh, yes, being a nurse. You didn't have to remind us about that. It's out there now.
But I'm going to go for author of the novel Mrs. Dalloway, which I think is Virginia Woolf.
Virginia Woolf, says Anne. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below that red line with Virginia Woolf. Virginia Woolf is absolutely right. You are through. Well done. Down goes to 30, taking our total up to a lovely round 70.
Yeah, well done. Virginia Woolf, born in 1882. And where we're filming this right now, just over the river, she spent a lot of time in Richmond upon Thames. I used to live around there, and there's a lovely building which got a blue plaque. She spent a lot of time there and in the park there. And yeah.
Good for her.
So, shall we clear the board up?
Yes,
then?
indeed.
Yeah. Well, actually, interestingly, can we just start on Alexander Fleming? Yes, because I think you were about to say Alfie Fleming, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Known to his friends, maybe, as Alfie. And that would have got you 40 points. So let's do the top one first for you, Alexander.
I can do that, Igor Stravinsky.
Yes, very well done. And that's 12 points. And then finally...
It's a Pankhurst.
Which one?
Is it Cecily Pankhurst?
No.
Is it? I'm trying to think what's a nice name. Clara?
You're getting ever so close. Christabel.
Christabel. That does, it rings a bell as well.
Ah, very good, very good. Yeah, 4 points, so not quite the lowest on the board. Ma Rainey was, of course, Michael's answer. That was excellent.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, that brings us to the end of our second round, and it means we have to say goodbye to another pair. Oh, no, Burhan and Maria. This is where we say a proper goodbye to you as well. Look, you weren't that far from getting into the head-to-head, and who knows, maybe from then it might have been the final, but I'm afraid this is the end of the road.
It wasn't to be, so...
It wasn't to be, but thank you so much for coming to play. It's been great having you here. Burhan and Maria. Brilliant. For the remaining two pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Michael and James, Anne and Tracy. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which, let's not forget, currently stands at £5,000. We have a chance now to put some more money into that jackpot by seeing if we can find a couple of pointless answers. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many condiments as they could, Gabby.
Yeah, you're going to see 6 options. 4 are types of condiment, 2 of which are scoring and 2 are pointless, and 2 are not condiments at all. £250 into the jackpot for each pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed. So, here are your 6 potential pointless condiments. And I give you Zug, Ivar, Panocha, Kemble sauce, Sriracha, Baconaise. If anyone has anything to add, speak up.
Sriracha's definitely one, isn't
That's
it?
definitely one.
Sriracha, definitely. I think Zug is one.
Yeah, I think Zug is one.
Yeah.
OK, well, Michael and James, what would you like to nominate as a pointless condiment?
You go.
Zug.
We're going to go
I
for
would
Zug.
go with
Should we
Zug,
find
yeah.
out if Zug is a pointless condiment?
I could be wrong.
You seldom are. Zug is a condiment.
Done.
I mean, you were right on that bit. I mean, where it ends up is up to 100. It's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed. You continue to fail to put a step wrong. Anne and Tracy, can we find the other pointless condiment in there?
We'll go for Kemble sauce.
Kemble sauce. Should we find out if Kemble sauce is a pointless condiment? No. No, not a condiment. There we are.
No, it's not a condiment. It's the source of the River Thames near Kemble in Gloucestershire. So, Xander, where do you think the other pointless answer might be?
I mean, total guess, shall we say Ivar?
Ivar is a condiment from the Balkans, made from red peppers and aubergine, and you are correct. It was a
good.
pointless answer. OK, which is the other option that is not a condiment, do you think?
I'm inclined to think Baconaise.
Well, you'd be wrong. Baconaise is a condiment. It is a bacon-flavoured mayonnaise, does what it says on the tin, from the US, Michael. You're responsible for this. And that would have got you 1 point. Sriracha, I think everybody knew, you're all nodding with sriracha, which is a spicy Thai sauce. That would have got you 6 points. And Panocha is not a condiment. It's a theoretical supercontinent thought to have existed 600 million years ago, so it's a continent, not a condiment.
Not a condiment.
Yes,
I always get those confused. Thank you very much indeed. Well done. You managed to find one pointless answer, so we can add £250 to the jackpot, taking it up to £5,250. But who'll be paying for it? Well, let's find out in the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is your first question, and it is all about geographical mouths.
We're going to show you 5 pictures of places in the UK which all end with the letters M-O-U-T-H.
Oh, okay.
We've included the initial letters of each word in their name and blank spaces for missing letters. So you have to, of course, look for the most obscure mouth location, please.
Thank you very much indeed. If you've just tuned on for that last little bit, the most obscure mouth location, wait till you see what the round entails. Here are the 5 mouths. A. Weymouth. B. G-mouth. C. B-mouth. D. D-mouth. And E. G-Y-mouth. There we are. Now, Michael and James will go first.
Which one do you want? I think we should go for Grangemouth. Which one?
Can we go for B? And I reckon that's Grangemouth.
Grangemouth. OK, Grangemouth, say Michael and James. Now, Anne and Tracy, can you talk us through the board?
We think the first one is Weymouth. C is Barmouth. D is, did you say Dartmouth?
Dartmouth.
And E is Great Yarmouth. Which one do you want to go for?
C or D?
Yeah.
D.
Yeah. D, Dartmouth.
You're going to go D, Dartmouth. OK, so we have Grangemouth and we have Dartmouth. Michael and James went for Grangemouth. Let's see how many of our 100 said that for B. Grangemouth is right. It's a good answer, 25 for Grangemouth. Meanwhile, Anne and Tracy have gone for Dartmouth for D. Let's see how many of our 100 said Dartmouth. Dartmouth is a higher scorer. There, it's 80, and it means well done, Michael and James. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Lovely, Dartmouth, synonymous, of course, with the Royal Navy and the Royal Naval College there. Now, you took us through the whole board, Anne and Tracy, and you ended up picking the worst answer on the board. And Barmouth, which I thought was very difficult, actually, was the lowest scoring answer on 14. So you would have got the points there. And the rest of the answers, Weymouth, you were correct, 77 that scored. And Great Yarmouth, coastal town in Norfolk, was 73.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, OK, second question time. Anne and Tracy, you get to answer this first. You've got to win it to stay in the game, so best of luck. Our second question is all about companion programmes to reality television contests. So this is good.
Several reality television programmes have had spin-off series which provide additional information and opinion about the main show. We're going to show you the titles of 5 spin-off programmes along with the names of someone who's presented them at some point and the year in which it was first broadcast. We'll also give you the initials of the main programme title. So you have to give us the main programme that you think is the most obscure.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Let's reveal our spin-off programmes, and here they come. TGBBO, An Extra Slice, Joe Brand, 2014. LI, After Sun, Laura Whitmore, 2017. TR, You're Fried, George Lamb, 2007. SCD, It Takes Two, Zoe Ball, 2004. And TMO, The Gossip, Mark Wright, 2012. Anne and Tracy, you get to go first.
We'll go for the second one, After Sun, Love Island.
Love Island for After Sun, say Anne and Tracy. Now then, Michael and James.
The only two I know is The Great British Bake Off and It Takes Two to Strictly Come Dancing. So let's go for the top one. I think Take Two is just too obvious.
Yeah, go for the Great British Bake Off.
OK, so we have Love Island and we have the Great British Bake Off. Anne and Tracy went for Love Island. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Love Island is right. Goes down to 51. The Great British Bake Off is what Michael and James have gone for. Let's see how many of our 100 said that for An Extra Slice. Great British Bake Off is right. And it reaches the point.
No.
Down it goes to 39. Well, how'd you like them apples? Very well done indeed. Michael and James, after only 2 questions, you are straight through to the final, 2-0.
Well, I'm surprised as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were obviously a lot of Love Island fans on this particular one.
Yes.
Let's have a little look at the rest of the board, because Strictly Come Dancing is the second highest on 50. It Takes Two, the spin-off there. And then we have one very low-scoring answer. One of those is pointless. Which one do you think it is? Do you know them, Xander?
No, I don't. I'm just trying to work out. You're Fried.
Yeah, it was a BBC Two series called The Restaurant, and that was our pointless answer. And then The Gossip, Mark Wright, and I didn't know this one in 2012, was a spin-off from Take Me Out, which scored 3. I didn't even know it had a spin-off.
Didn't even know it had a
Is there a
spin-off
spin-off of
either.
this show that I don't know about?
I don't know.
No.
Beyond the Red Line.
A real difference on that, isn't there, in terms of those that are kind of fairly high scoring and then a couple of obscure ones.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Well, the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round are Anne and Tracy. Barmouth. I know, so you didn't realise how obscure it was.
No, I thought it'd be really high.
Oh,
Because we live so
Barmouth.
close to it.
It's heaven, Barmouth.
Yeah, it is. It's lovely.
We'll see you again next time, Anne and Tracy. Look forward to that very much indeed. Meanwhile, thank you so much. Anne and Tracy, brilliant. But for Michael and James, it is now time for the Pointless Final. Congratulations, Michael and James. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. At the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £5,250. I mean, look, occasionally we get a superstar pair who come on and they just zoom right the way through to the final 2-0 in the head-to-head and all the rest of it. And that is what you have done. You've also added pointless answers to the jackpot. You've done all kinds of amazing things. What would you like to see come up?
80s.
80s.
Pop music from the 80s, because I'm a huge Alison Moyet fan, and I've met her a few times, and it'd be great if there was an Alison Moyet-related question.
Michael.
How about anything to do with fashion?
Anything to do with fashion?
Yeah.
OK, well, listen, 4 things will appear on the board. We have to hope one of them is about fashion or Alison Moyet. Belgian jazz and pop.
No.
Detective stories. Environmentalism. Scandinavian film directors.
How about Belgian jazz and pop? It's the closest thing, unless they're going to talk about Hercule Poirot or
I'd go for detective stories.
Okay. Yeah, detective stories.
OK, detective stories.
OK, we're looking for any single word that is at least 6 letters long that appears in the original UK titles of any work in Hercule Poirot stories written by Agatha Christie or Sherlock Holmes stories written by Arthur Conan Doyle. We will accept the title of any novel, novella or short story in these groups released before May 2023, but not short story collections, anthologies or plays. Very best of luck to you two and to everybody else playing along at home.
OK, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. If you find 3 pointless answers, we'll throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
No.
I should have gone for the...
Even so, I'm still going to put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Okay, I know about curtain. Oh, God. What?
Tarzan?
No, you're thinking the wrong person. I'm going to just pick out 2 words, like closet,
Yeah. Closet, curtain.
curtain.
I can just think of Tarzan.
God. And
Oh,
I
no,
must
no.
have seen a lot of Poirot things. God.
So curtain and closet. Mystery.
Mystery. 19 seconds. Cloister.
Cloister. Cloister.
Yeah. I'm trying to
10
think.
seconds left.
Yeah, cloister's good.
Cloister. Curtain. And what was the other one I said?
Curtain,
Cloister.
cloister, mystery.
Mystery. We'll just go with that.
OK, let's have your 3 answers. What can you give us?
God. Cloister,
Cloister,
curtain,
and
mystery.
And mystery. And these are all for Poirot. Mm-hmm. OK, of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Curtain.
Curtain we'll put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Cloister.
Cloister, and then mystery goes into the middle. Let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got cloister, mystery, and curtain. In all 3 cases, we are looking for words of 6 letters or more in the titles of Agatha Christie's Poirot stories. Now, if one of these turns out to be pointless and wins you that jackpot, £5,250 will be yours. What would you like to do with that, Michael? I'm going to ask you first.
You know what? Because James had his 50th a few years ago and completely missed it, I'm going to ship him off to Australia.
Oh.
That would be nice. James, how about you? Anything you want to add to that?
Well, I'm up for going to Australia again, but I've got my eye on a weaving stool that I would like to buy.
OK, well, listen, best of luck. Let's hope one of these answers wins that for you. Trip to Australia / weaving stool. Your first answer is cloister. Let's see how many of our 100 people said cloister. Might it be right? No, not cloister, sadly. Not a pointless answer, because it's not a correct answer. So we move on to mystery, and again, we're sticking with Poirot titles, 6 letters or more. Let's see how many of our 100 people said mystery for £5,250. Might this be pointless? Mystery is right. Cloister was incorrect. Mystery takes us down through the 30s, through the 20s, through the teens, into single figures with mystery still going down with mystery. Look at that, down to 3. Very well done indeed. OK, mystery scoring 3. Now, curtain, we're on solid ground here. You knew from the very beginning that curtain was a correct answer. You put it last. We are hoping this is going to be pointless, because if it is, it'll win you £5,250. How many of our 100 people said curtain? Curtain is right.
God.
Cloister was not right. Mystery was right and took us all the way down to 3. Curtain takes us down through the teens into single figures. Still going down with curtain, still going down, passing 3, still... Oh, 1! 1 for curtain! Oh, I'm so sorry. You came that close. I mean, that's the cruelest. But you ordered it beautifully. The Jeopardy was fantastic. All we required was for it to be pointless, and I'm afraid it wasn't.
Man.
I'm afraid you don't win the jackpot today. But let's dwell on what you have won, which is our fabulous Pointless trophy. So very, very well done indeed for winning that, Michael and James. Brilliant.
Oh, such bad luck. You've had such a brilliant run as well of pointless answers during the game, but one person remembered curtain. Maybe it was because it was Poirot's last case. Pointless answers. You could have had Ackroyd in the murder of Roger Ackroyd. You could have had murders. Murder, if it was in the singular, scored 43. Pigeons from Cat Among the Pigeons, and witness from Dumb Witness. And there were actually lots more pointless answers. In fact, every word was pointless, apart from the following that all scored points: murder, Orient, Express, little, mysterious, adventure, affair, Christmas, curtain, Cyprus, pudding, and style. So it was a really good effort. And moving on to words over 5 letters in the titles of Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes stories, you could have had Bohemia, A Scandal in Bohemia, Carbuncle, The Adventures of the Blue Carbuncle, Napoleons, The Adventure of the 6 Napoleons, and Silver, The Adventure of Silver Blaze. And there were lots of pointless answers. The only scoring answers here were Baskervilles, Mystery, Scarlet, Watson, Adventure, Problem, Scandal, Speckled, and Valley. Well done you at home if you got a pointless answer in one of those 2 categories.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby, and thank you, Michael and James. I'm so sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we shall be playing for £6,250. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Gabby.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.